The Blue Lagoon is on fire. I swear there's just so much on fire here. Look at all this junk here. We're all gonna see if we can use it. Alright. Last time when we left off, we were building a mining vehicle and we just got it to stand upright. Now, what we're gonna focus on this time, let's see what my inventory is like. My inventory is a mess. So what we're gonna focus on is build this in a way that it will not tip over, but it will also not be so wide that there's no way that it will be able to drive. And then we have to think about where to place the drills and how to place them. Let's make a platform. And we also have to think about how to connect this to a base, which is something forgot about, which is the reason why this system here might actually not be the best, and I should have just connected it to the sides, which we still can do. The problem is that with these vehicles it's easier to load it by the front or the back, and I think with this vehicle it might be a lot better to load it from the back, since the front is going to be completely filled with drills. Here we go. Gaps here and there. So what we're gonna build, what we're gonna focus on now is just see if we can build this mining vehicle. Mine some iron, nickel, cobalt. Finish rebuilding the Atlas to, well, I mean, the last bits. And then we're gonna bring some extra components. Now my first idea that I had was see if I can rebuild the big ship in such a way that I can turn it into my newest base. One way we're gonna do that is by gathering the big industrial refineries with the yield modules that we found quite a few episodes ago. That is step 1. Alright, we have to make this quite wide because we have to go through tunnels, but we don't need to make the chassis as incredibly large. So I think what we're gonna do, so we want to keep the front a little bit free, but we don't want the tipping point to be too far back. Let's just do it like this. And let's build the short 5. Aww. Goodbye, son. See you in like an hour or 2. Alright, this is the off-road short wheel suspension 5x5. The wheel will not be placed, which is fine. Wait, that was left. I am dummy. I need the right one. 5x5 short. There we go. Boop. I know that the wheel cannot be placed. I need some steel plates. Let me guess, steel plates are still... Yeah. Okay, we need to snoop some plates again. I just need to get this to work in a nice manner.
Energy low.
Okay. Now the good thing about energy low is that I can just go here. Perfect. Now I can place the suspension. This is the left one. Yep. I know that the wheel cannot be placed. And we want to build it quite long, just so we have the tipping forwards and backwards. That will not be an issue. But we also don't want the wheelbase to be too wide, because the wider we have to build this, the harder we're going to get through tunnels. I also don't want it to build it too high, because then we have to build more rows of drills. So there's like, that's the reason why I built this so long. Because the longer it is, the more narrow I can build it. And as you can see, it is quite narrow right now. Even if the wheels are placed, it will only be like 2 to 3 blocks extra. And we're going to build like an array of drills here and an array of drills down here. Just so we can drive through. And most of the stone that we're going to mine with right click anyway. So it should be fine. Okay, let's place the last bits. I think I did place that one wrong. Yeah, I placed that one wrong. Build them out one. I don't want to build too narrow, because otherwise it's just going to tip to left and right. Alright. Let's see, this is the left suspension. And this is the right. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing we did before. And we're going to place a... Where is it? There. Let's see if I can place a landing gear. Boop. Good. Now, let's at least build this as far as I can. It's interesting how much you can destroy this piston while it's still functioning. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to extend this a little bit. Let's hope not everything is going to crash now. Just going to go until it connects. Okay. Then, we're going to destroy this. Then, we're going to extend it a little bit further. Should be enough. Let's place some wheels. And I don't think this will fit. Oh, okay. It will. I mean, that was close. And there we go. That is quite a wide wheelbase. But it should be fine with the way we're going to place the drills. We're going to really make an array of drills here and then 2 drills at the top, just so we can pass through. Okay. Now we just have to build everything. Don't know why my inventory is so full. Alright, the metal grids weigh quite a lot. Or at least they're not weigh that much. It's just that they take up so much space, and we still need so many steel plates. Alright, let me get another inventory of iron plates. Or not iron plates. I mean, there's one thing I can do to at least kickstart everything, and that's get the... Oh, wait, I can't do this with my inventory being so full. I can bring the rover here and just fix this iron plate or the steel plate issue. Once I get the miner up and running, all these issues are going to be hopefully out of the way.
Inventory full.
Mm-hmm. My refineries are probably also chock full on gravel at this point. It's still fine. You can hear my assemblers busy at work. And we're already out again. Down the anus we go. Boop, 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 boop. We're at least hitting quite a good iron vein, I guess. But still, the insane amount of stone that's constantly clogging up my inventory is quite annoying. So once we get to the automatic, or at least the better drilling, it's gonna be a lot better. Because so far this is kind of annoying. Okay, let's see how many steel plates we can make with this. Here we go. Let's just steal some of these steel plates. Okay, and I'll dump them in this assembler. Yeah, steel plates are still being used, and they will be used for quite a lot longer. Let's just build as much as we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See how far I can get with just the components from the base itself. Most of it is steel plates, alright. And then we need the drills as well, and the drills take up quite a lot of components and a lot of steel plates. I really think it's pretty much faster to get the rover back here with all the components that it has. Yeah, pretty much like 60 steel plates that I need for this. Yeah. Interesting. Like it makes these before anything else because I have the components for all of these. Interesting. They'll probably make these before anything else as well. But only after I attach everything to it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Say hello to the interior of this place. It has automatic door closing? What? Oh, I need to know how that works. Does it just have that as a general thing? Maybe it's the programmable blocks? I always think so. Oh, that's pretty interesting. It's just like when door is opened, close door after 1 second or something. Oh, there we go. Whips outer door airlock script V38. The script will close doors after 3 seconds, 50 seconds for hangar doors. The duration of the doors allowed to be open can be modified. Okay. This script also supports an infinite. The script will fetch all doors on the grid and automatically close any door that has been open for more than 4 seconds. Doors can also be excluded from this feature. Okay. That's pretty interesting. I have to remember this. Whips outer door airlock script. Sure. Does it have anything in it? Constructor. I don't know. Has a lot of things, but that's interesting. That will keep the airlocks rotated well. I forgot to do the thing why I actually got into the Atlas 4, and that is to recharge my stuff. I was too amazed by automatic doors. Let's get a little bit more iron. I swear to God, my inner voice is screaming at me, just get the rover. Because it has so many steel. Okay. Okay. I should probably get the rover. It's not even that far away. Let me just get it. Did I actually recharge my fuel? Ah, it's fine. What I probably will do is most of these plates I will save for a lot of the things here. As you can see, most of the blocks have been at least straightened out again that are in range, because probably the more I go back here, yeah, they're still all crooked. But as you can see, many of these blocks are already at least straightened out. They're not fully repaired in any way. They're all missing some steel blocks. Battery wise, we are not that much in problem. Like, there's some batteries that are broken, but we have an area that has some extra large grid batteries, so we're gonna use those to rebuild this. Left the merge blocks are still here. Everything should be attached to now, but we'll remove the merge blocks once everything is a little bit more repaired. And we'll repair or remove that later on as well. Let's at least see. Do I actually still have some energy in this? Okay, it's still 4 days. The energy usage is nearly 0, so that's fine. The inventory of this is as full as it's ever been. And we'll keep these chunks here. Just as a reminder. I've said it before as well, but that's a few episodes again back. The first time I tried to get towards that ship, the big ship over there, I used a suicide car to try to get close to it. The debris probably tells the story. That was the point where I realized that if I want to explore some of these bases and I don't want to dig a tunnel for 20 minutes straight, I should probably use the jetpack. So I pretty much put in the rule, quote unquote, that after I find a refueling base, which I did, and I take it over, which I did. I think I did it off camera because I forgot to record that episode, or that part, because it was one of the first ones, that I could Then I could use the jetpack. Right, what I'll do is I won't attach it in a way that it will drain all the components, but I will allow it to be used. So I won't do drain all. But I think if I attach it now, everything can use the inventory. Let's see. Will it just immediately use everything? I think it does, yeah. So let's check the inventory real quick. So we have a whole lot of steel plates. A whole lot of steel plates. Even more. Even more. And even more. That is a whole lot of steel plates. So that should at least fix the entire front of the ship. Maybe even enough metal grids to finish everything. No power cells though. 224 metal grids. 93, 28, 130. Yeah. Alright, that's if I can grab it from there, then I can grab it from here as well. So let's see if I can get all these steel plates out of there. There we go. Yeah, this will take a little bit less time than just waiting for steel plates to finally not be used by the auto repair system. I can turn the auto repair system off, but I need the Atlas fixed at least some point before we finally get into space. It would be nice to sit in that cockpit and breathe air. Oh, there goes the weird clear skies thing again. Alright, so the wheels are now set. Now we're gonna have to think about where to set up the drills and how to make them move. Now, we're not really concerned that much about left and right because we can do that by steering the rover. The thing we are concerned about is tilting up and down. So what we want to do is we want to set up drills hooked up in such a way that they can build a path in front. So we want to at least have them in this direction. And we want them in the top next to the cockpit. So we can make a room for our area. So I think we want to do it like this. But then a little bit forwards. Just so we have some time before we finally hit the cockpit. So we want to do it like... I need some interior plates. Alright. Let's just grab like 20 or something. Interior plates. Let's I got 40. Okay, let's build these. So what we're gonna need is a sorter. And another sorter. I'll build some blocks here for strut security. Then what we're gonna do is build a smaller hinge. Don't know why the small one doesn't want to attach. Is that specifically a 3x3? Alright. What about this one? There we go. 2 hinges. Then what we're gonna do is build these down here. No. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then these should be the front facing, like here. Oh, we forgot the hinge. Gonna make them up and down. We have to check as well if I can turn the wheels without it hitting the wheels. And then we're gonna hit another hinge on here. And we're gonna hit another hinge on there. Then what we're gonna do is remove these ones because we're gonna change this for a conveyor. Or not a conveyor, a connector. There it is. Alright. Then, what we're gonna do is remove this block. Turn this into a... There we go. What we're gonna do with this is we're gonna churn... No, we can actually do that. Like this. We're gonna turn this into a sorter. And we're gonna turn this into a sorter. We're gonna turn this into a block. Like that. And that. And then we're gonna connect two conveyors. Okay. So now we have 6 attachment points for drills, and it seems like that would cover the entirety of the base or the vehicle. Now we're not gonna build all these blocks. What we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can drive this. So we're gonna remove steering from these. Then we're gonna increase the strength to these already to 20. The reason why is because this thing is gonna carry a whole lot of materials. So it's gonna be heavy for its size. So we want these suspensions to work overtime. Then we're gonna break this. Then we're gonna, before we install any oh, lag. Don't know why so much lag. There we go. It probably will not fit. Nope. Same problem as on the other side. Wait, why does it repair this? Well, I mean, am I complaining really? But why haven't you finished building this yet? Because you need metal grids? Like even after all this time you need metal grids? No, for some reason you just really want to build that thing first. Hey, I'm not complaining because technically I want this thing to be finished first. Then what we're gonna do is just install all the drills. And we're gonna install them like this. We just cannot place them for some reason. Why not? Why can we not place them? Can we place them here? Yes, we can. Oh. Is it because the hinge is not finished yet? Yes, the hinge is not finished yet. Mm-hmm. Miner. Back sorter 2. Miner back sorter 1. No, I do not wish to respawn. Could you just stop asking me that? I do not want to unalive myself. Miner back connector. Small. Miner back small connector. Miner back big connector. Mm-hmm. Oh, I have to remove these lamps, otherwise that'll be sad. Yeah, I will probably have to remove these lamps, otherwise I can't connect it. Damn. Alright. Really wants to build all these connectors first for some reason. Oh, let's activate the other one as well, so we can get this quickly done. Boop. What are you building? Let's see, what do you want to build? You want to build... Well, I mean, you're building parts of the big ship. Yeah. Look at that, it's finally making it a little bit more intact. Beautiful. What's in here? Oh, it's an LCD panel. Ah. Interesting. There's so many little things working on that. Alright, let's just first pick a color scheme. I was thinking about sci-fi armor white. Mostly because it's going to be a mining vehicle. And we kind of want to make sure that we see everything that's happening with the vehicle. Mm-hmm. Oh. Really, bro? Let's install this back. And then let's install the hinge again. Like that. Mm-hmm. I have to replace that one. I have to replace it with a small conveyor sorter. That's this one. Mm-hmm. Miner sorter front 1. Miner sorter front 2. My capitalization is not the best consistent. It's difficult because when I see it later, I'm like, ugh. Miner sorter front 3. Okay, let me just get in there and... Okay, now I just see... There we go. These at the back, we just do collect all and throw out. Then we have the miner back sorter. I see I already put a space not correct in that. And then I didn't capitalize these. Like, they called these sorter front and they call these back sorters. I swear I am not nice for the people who are a little bit OCD-ish. It's just to make sure that I keep my own system a little bit. Okay, miner sorter back 1 and 2. I want to have set them to drain all, but I have to set them both to whitelists, and I need to whitelist stone. And I have to do that for the other one as well. So drain all is on, then I need to whitelist, and I will need to whitelist stone. Then the 2 back small connectors, throw out is done. Yes. Used for parking, no. These ones at the front we're just gonna put to drain all. This should make these... Alright, this one's now made. So let's just... Now, what we need to do is install drills on all of these. So let's just make them point up a little bit. We're gonna set the parameters for these a little bit better later on. I just hope that I can do that for all of them at the same time. But we'll figure that out. So let's first see if we can install all the drills. It's 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. That's a whole lot of drills. Now, what we need to do is we want to make these drills tilt. Let's first work on deinstalling these lights, sadly. Because I don't think I can spare them in any way while we're moving this. I can rebuild them. With full inventory. Love that the ingredients landed on the pole. They just disappear because it's just so busy here, I guess. So what we want to do is just make sure that my vehicle can hit the connector. A little bit more. Do it on this side. I have to move some of these small components. You know, the mess that I've made so many episodes ago while I was building the hauler. All these cannons that I don't need to save because I can build them, but I saved them anyway because reasons? Question mark. Alright, let's place some of these blocks. Give them the same color scheme. Black, black, black. Do it on the same on this side. Black, black, black. And more black. Remove this ramp. Oh. There we go. Then what we're gonna do is we are going to try to copy this color, then switch to concrete. Then we're gonna change these colors. I'm gonna shift P this because this color should be black. And we're gonna shift P this again, and because we're gonna have to paint these colors here. I mean, they're made. And the hard part starts soon. Yeah, it's very front heavy now. This is something that I was worried about before. This is also the reason why I made it so long. I can help this by installing more batteries, but I can't place them on the top because I don't want to make it more tall. Because the more tall I make it, the harder it's going to be to get through somewhere. I can place more steel blocks at the back. That's maybe something I can do. Just add weight. I don't know if it will make these though. There we go. Okay, it's making them. Just to fill it up. Oh, look at that. It's getting... It's being made. It's being made. We're nearing the end part of the Atlas build. Still requires metal grids. We've probably already gone through all the metal grids that I had on this. Yeah. That's fine. The last bits of metal grids we'll get through later. Just as long as we can get through all the steel plates, we should be fine. Oh, even at the front here, this part is being made. Good, 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 good. Alright, don't focus too much on that. Alright. So, what we want to do is we want to set for every single one of these hinges, we want to set a minimum and a maximum. And we have to determine these minimum and maximums pretty much by trial and error. But I want to make sure that I can change them all at the same time. I'm not sure if that's possible, because otherwise I'm going to hate myself. So I think there should be only 6 hinges now. Yes. So, I love that they're all called... oh, it's probably number 6. It's probably the broken one. So let's just call them hinge. Minor hinge. Plus 1. 2. 3. Whoa, 44. Damn, that's a lot of hinge. That's a lot of hingeness. 6. Alright. And let's grab all these. Call them minor. Ooh, don't know what happened there. Back to hinges. Let's just call these minor slash or dash hinges. Save. Right. Then let's see if we can change all the settings for all of these. Yeah, we can. And we can change the lower limits and higher limits as well. So what we want to do right now is if we look at one of these hinges, can we see its current position? No. Alright. What I want to do is really look at the settings it currently has. It's currently between 5. So I think we're going to set the max limit to 15 and the lower limit to -15. And work with that for now. So let's look at the hinges. We'll set the lower limit to minus. Ooh, don't want to go too far with that. Otherwise they might break. There we go. Now if we move all of them at the same time. Groups, minor hinges. Let's put this to 2 maybe? And we'll put this to increase torque or decrease torque. Maybe reverse torque? Can we do that? Oh, there's reverse. Okay. Then, what we want to do as well is put them to like standard position. So we want to do increase torque. Oh, increase velocity. No, that's actually a very scary one. Because it increases it by way too much, so let's change that. I'm gonna set them really to velocity. Velocity of 2 meters per second. Something like that. And what I want to do is the moment we press 2, this way we can drill into the ground. And we want to also turn them off. Let's just do that then instead of the increase or decrease. We want to just turn the block off. So if we turn this, oh, it will just literally turn them off. Okay, then instead of that, we should not turn them off. We should instead put them to rotor lock. Where is our hinge lock? Hinge lock on or off? Well, that didn't work. Okay. Did I just have it to on or off? Yeah. Want to drill forwards as well. Maybe rotate to angle. Maybe I should just work with these. So I want to set -15 to the first one. Set velocity of 2. Set label Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Then we move. Okay, let's remove this one then. Then we want to do this again. We want to rotate to angle 0. Set angle 0. Speed of 2. Set label 0. It's fine. And we're going to put this, of course, to the last one. Rotate to angle 15. Set velocity 2. Set label 15. Let's test that. It should move down. I love it when a plan doesn't come together. Did I accidentally leave rotor lock on or something? Yeah. Okay. I'm just a silly Billy sometimes, okay? Just give me a break. Hinge lock. Okay. That's exactly what I needed. Alright. Now let's move this entire vehicle a little bit backwards. Still a bit too heavy. Okay, it's also a bit too high. I can install 2 more batteries closer to the edge. This part here. Okay, let's drive towards the other batteries once this is done. Good. Let's see how well we can drive with this. It's a bit front heavy right now. Okay, it's fine. If we had some artificial mass, it'd be a little bit easier. Don't brake too hard. Okay. Where are they? Here they are. You have to recharge them, but it should be fine. Let's just put some extra heaviness at the back. This one is slightly low charged up. So, ooh, lag. Ah, I was saving. Alright. That's fine. Alright, let's put at least the text, or the, not the text, the little dots at the top, just to stay consistent in my design. Design between quotation marks. Oh, okay. Don't know why you wanna switch it up all of a sudden. Alright, let's install some emergency blocks. Let's see if I have the components for it. Could have also moved these merge blocks over because I think it would... Yeah, it would have just made the merge blocks for me, but I think it's fine. Having all these steel plates back here is so much better. Now we're just gonna see if we can actually get this thing to drill me some steel plates, or some iron ore, I must say. Really has a hard time getting up. Come on. You're strong, aren't you? Why can you move a battery, but you can't move a battery and a welding pad at the same time? You've done it before. Really doesn't like it when there's a battery or the welding block attached. Just build some guiding blocks then and see if I can put the battery on top of there. Yeah, it's just that welding block is the literal straw that broke the camel's back. Which is weird because I've done it before and I don't know why my character just doesn't want to drag it up. That's one. Let's also color it immediately because now that I have a color I should just oh. There we go. A few more guiding blocks. Beep. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Beep. There we go. Smash that in there. Yes, there's a gap now, but it's fine, I think. Alright, let's drive it now back to the starting position. See if it still staggers, or what do you call it? Kicking like a horse or something. See, that's a lot better. Good. It doesn't... Oh, that sounded weird. Oh, it wants to fix something about the rover. Well, if it wants to do that, let me then first do this. There we go. Let's at least recharge most of this vehicle, because some of the batteries are not fully done yet. The only problem is that it's a little bit up. Did I make the connector too high, I guess? Yeah, it's one block too high. I guess what I can do. Minor suspension. Safe. Then gonna groups, minor suspension. I'm gonna do this to where is it? No. Looking for a very specific one. Probably already looked over it. Cannot set height offset. I guess not. Why not? It's just merely height decrease height offset will make the wheels just at some point just stop. Really not a set height offset? There's only reset height offset. Interesting. Well, let's just put decrease then. I have to increase it. Oh, of course. But then still, if I do that, I will at some point crash. Or hit the floor. It's just so interesting that it doesn't allow me to do that. Oh, alright. No use spilling over. That sort of shite. Oh wait, no, I already set this one to increase. Okay. Let's just put this one down to decrease. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Oh, it's just, it goes in increments? That is a little bit better than what I thought was going to happen. Are we not straight? Nope, no we are not. Sure. Then what we're gonna do is need to actually detach it first, just so I can select the batteries. There's 6 batteries on this thing. Oh, that's the groups. That's the groups of batteries. These two. This group can go. This group can go. Let's just call it miner / battery. We'll call this one 1. Let's just save this part, so naming it will be a little bit better. Group them all up, call them miner / battery. Okay, then we're gonna show block in terminal off. Okay, set up group for the... Let's just put this here, put it to recharge on or off. Drive it back into it. Do this, then set this to charge. Alright. Battery. Okay, that's going pretty fast. Once that is full, we're gonna check if we can actually do the mining now. The only thing we have to do is there's probably only 6 drills, yes. Let's call them something specific though. Let's save the miner / drill parts. Oh, that's 6. Then we're gonna save all of these as miner / drills. Save. Then we're gonna put these to number 1 as toolbox. Ah, this is already done as toolbox. Alright. If everything went well, then if I just press... Good. There's something very, very important that I forgot to add to this thing. Out of all the things that I need for a miner, I forgot to install it. Here we go. Would be nice if I could find the ores, of course. Wait, this is an iron thruster. I'm a dummy. There's no... Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, this is an ore detector. Okay, let me place it in a spot where it wouldn't add unnecessary height to the vehicle. So I would probably install it here. Then I need also something other specific, which is I need some gyroscopes. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's fine. Some gyroscopes. Do we have some here? Oh, I guess they're all in the little area here. Don't know which one I made for it. There they are. Alright, let me... I can drive into here, perhaps. Just put the ore detector there. The air vent here. What's this? Remote control? AI control module. Looks like a remote control. It is a remote control. Or is it just called that? I don't know. I'm not gonna figure that one out right now. Okay, let me install the remote control first. Oh no, not the remote control. The ore detector. Okay. Then we're gonna install it by adding a merge block here and a merge block here. Will it make it for us? Nice, thank you. Thanks for the components. If I bring them over here, it will make them for us. Boop. It's installed. I need an antenna as well. Let me drive. Oh, there's an antenna over there. Don't know why my character thought that was the biggest drop in the world, but sure. Ooh, that was almost a bottle flip. Right, can I install it this way? Yes. Quick build. Okay. Just get it in there. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Now we need some gyroscopes because we're gonna go in difficult terrain. So let's put these back to standards. Then in detach, we can add some height in our vehicle again. Don't drive like a maniac. Okay, let's go to this side. Ooh, still does it a little bit. Oopsie, sorry, air vents. Need 4 gyroscopes. Here they are. Do you have some settings in you? Nope. Are you mine? Yes. You mine? Yes. Do you have some controls? No. Good. What about this one? It is mine, and it has no override controls. I'm just gonna check it every single time. What about you? Override controls off. Are you mine? Yes, you are. Good. Okay. Let's install some welding pads. We should have the components for this, right? Aww, really? Last computer? So are you gonna scamp me out on? How much hydrogen do I still have left? A little bit. Not too much, though. Okay, let's try to install these. That's one. Thank you still so much, Mister, where's your name? Where's your name? I want to get your name correctly when I say it. Analdo Black Void. For giving me the tip on how to use this movement mod, the experimental version. How to do the left click movement button. It makes installing these gyroscopes a little bit less of a hassle. Let's just put it like that. It's still pretty bad, but that made it at least doable. They still have a will of their own, but it's at least a little bit better. Look at that. I wouldn't otherwise be able to do it that quickly if it wasn't for the left click button. It has improved my movement of materials quite a bit. Good. Next up, the last gyroscope to attach to this. And then we can move it around. Just look at that. Alright. Now there's a few other things that I can place on this, like a beacon and such like that. We'll just call this minor. Minor antenna. I can just call it minor. Well, here we go. So, it is currently at almost full charge. It should say 3 days of charge. What we're going to try to do is we are going to try to use it to the best of our abilities. And the way we're going to do it is we're gonna first gather some ice that we can then deliver at our base. And we're gonna do that at a location for our GPS coordinates at this one. If that was a little bit to the left? Yes. And the reason why that we do this one first, can we not drive into this, is because it's out of the way of where we usually drive. Just so when we pass this point, we don't drive into a hole if we're carrying something. Okay, let's see how well this is gonna go. Go a little bit back just so we can drive underneath the ice. Set our drills in the lowest position. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Let's actually start the hole like this. Oh boy. This is gonna take some finessing to do. Oh, our containers are getting full fast. We're gonna still need to get out of the hole somehow. What if I put them in the top position and start drilling like this? Oof, that's still a big hole. Okay, I think I just have to finesse with this a little bit. So I think if I do this, it will make a very big hole. At some point it will become so heavy that I will not be able to get it out of it. There we go. Thank you, inertia. So now I should have a very, very large portion of the stuff. Now, I think one thing I could perhaps do is make the upper percentage of the drill go up a little bit further. Just so when I right click, I will make a little bit of a more shallow hole. First, let's at least drop off some ice. I drove too fast. Okay. Then let's put it to Now the question is, does this drain the ice from our inventory? Or is it just going to slowly do it by turning it into oxygen and hydrogen? If so, then that's... Sounds like it's busy. Yeah, it is busy. But that's something we want to do in the long term. So we want to at least... Oh, see, it's charging. Yeah, it's charging right now. But it's full. We don't really want a whole lot of ice then. We do want it out of this container. Oh, I just noticed the music is out. Oh my god. Streaming again for an hour and 20 minutes. Alright. Then, to make sure that we're gonna not have 2 episodes of exactly the same thing, I'm gonna quickly look around for something. Let me actually do this. Not working. Okay. These used to work. Hmm. Hmm. It's one Atlas hangar door, Atlas vehicle hangar door. That's probably the one in the back, right? Probably this one. These are probably called vehicle hangar doors. Groups, Atlas vehicle hangar door. Yeah. Does this one work? Okay, this one does work. I guess the other hangar doors, something went wrong. Let's just set it up again. So, it's just hangar doors, maybe? This one? There's a park in here? Oh no. Oh, I can see the rover from here. Okay, that's, or the small vehicle. Okay, let me try Atlas hangar door here. Okay. These are called airtight hangar doors. Atlas. All hangar doors, but that also has the ones in the back. We only want the ones over here. These should be these ones. Okay. So they are able to close, but why don't they close with this button? Does it immediately open or something? No. What if I press the button now? Will it open? No. But there's something wrong with this. So let's see. Hangar door. Let's just call those ones in the back vehicle. V1, V2, and V3. Okay. Next up. Why are they not closing? Well, let's look at hangar doors again. So these all would be in specific... Yeah, it should be this group. Atlas hangar door. Then, if I go back here... Why, when I do Atlas hangar door to this one... Each slot is a button, it's a button. Yeah, but can I not select what I want to do with it? It's unknown. What if I set it to 3? Probably not anything else will happen. Oh. Okay, I'll do that later. I'll figure that out later. Alright. Next up, I think most of it is done. I think all of it is done. If there's something not done, like the metal grids, I'll work on that later. But I don't need the setup for that. So I think we'll turn the projector off. And then we are done. Unknown signal. Turn this off. Let's drop these items off that I have in my inventory, and let's see what this... Oh, do I have enough for that? 61%, yeah, should be enough. Behind the big broken ship, even. Look at that big ship. So we're gonna move the Atlas over to another chunk, and we're gonna see if we can move it. It is a very specific chunk that I think will help us in the long run. And mostly because it's gonna be very difficult to install everything that I'm going to move after another chunks have been attached to it. Is this one of the moving ones? Yeah, this is one of the moving ones. Screw you. Screw you. There we go. I removed the button, but it's not the button that I'm after. It is this one that I'm after. Well, damn. Bad luck. It's fine though. Components. Okay. Let's go back. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to a very specific one. And I'm not sure if I can move it with the Atlas, but I'm gonna try my best to move it as much as I can. The thing is that I didn't move that part, the rear end of the large ship. We didn't move it just with the Atlas alone. We hooked it up with a merge block and we made it fly with the Atlas's thrusters and the thrusters of the ship that was attached to. Oh, I have to sneeze. My apologies. Okay, there we go. Should be fine now. Let's see. Let's put these back in. Oh, we don't have it set to auto refill. There we go. Boom. So what we're gonna do is we are going to fly over to the other side. We're gonna install a merge block, and we're just gonna attach this to the other thing. And we're gonna see how far we can get. We can even perhaps pick this up. Just pick up the rover and fly over there. Just attach it to here with the connector. Yeah, that's maybe doable. Gotta be very, very careful with that, but we can just move the rover a little bit over. Before that, though, we're gonna drop off a lot of this materials over at the big grid ship. That's one that we're gonna do. Are we just crooked right now? No, it seems fine. Right? Looks crooked. Interesting. Alright. So, what we're gonna do is we are gonna attach this rover to that ship over there. Just so that there's some components that we can use for auto repair. The only problem is that there's currently no storage space, so I think we're just gonna attach this to it and see how far we can get. We're still quite heavy, but it's clear that at least a large part of the plates that we had have been used. Right, there we go. Let's see what we can do to make this connect to it in any way. Because we need to attach to this repair thingy-majiggy. There we go. Yeah, you can't build that, bro. You don't have the components for that. Okay, let me try something. Can I just do this with a connector? And connect to that? Is that too high? Or is that just the correct height? I think it's too high. It's actually not too bad. That's actually pretty lucky. Yeah, that's pretty fine. Alright, let's see if we can build that at least. It's just the computers that are the problem. What if I really need just a little bit of the components, other computers? Can I just snoop it from somewhere without it destroying it? Just take it from here. It's 10 computers. We don't need the basic refinery for now. We need it later on, but we need 2 more. Damn it. Okay, what about this? This assembler. That has some decent amount of computers. Damn. Okay. Then we can attach these. And we'll just activate this rover repair system. Because now these steel plates should be used to rebuild a large majority of the ship. Yes. Okay. Well, probably when I'm back to this, most of the steel plates around this should be repaired. This is going to take a while though. That's fine. In the meantime, we're gonna focus on moving to our next target. And what we need for that is a few things. And we're just gonna store these components in the Atlas. One of which is we're gonna need a big drill. I'm not sure if we have these items to do this with. Let's see. Do I have enough for a drill? Probably not. We can steal some steel plates from the building we're working with. Hmm? Let's see, can I get the rest of the components? It's just steel plates now. Alright, that's fine. We can steal those from the structure. So we have a drill. Now the only thing we need is the merge block. So if we have the merge block, we should be fine. Power-wise, it should be fine as well, because it's going to be attached to the Atlas. So it's just steel blocks, that is the problem. Good. Alright, then I think we should have everything we need. So let's make our way over to our new destination. After dropping off this one tool. Okay, let's go for it. Can I actually still enter the cockpit from the outside? Why is it now finally completely sealed? Seems like it's sealed now. I don't even know where the entrance is to the ship outside of the... No entrance here. No entrance here. No entrance on the top. No. I don't even know if there's an entrance outside of the hangars. I think it's just the hangars. I think this is supposed to be the main entrance, I guess. Let's see if it indeed closes after 15 seconds. Oh god, this is gonna take forever. That was 16 seconds. Right, guess the script doesn't work too well at the moment for the hangar doors. It's fine. Oh, it was here. Okay. Sad. We'll work on all that later. Let me heal for a sec. There's no hydrogen in the ship anymore. That is a problem. Wait, there is hydrogen in the ship. Why wasn't that attached to the... Alright, sure. Okay, here we go. It's gonna take a while. I forgot to turn on all the engines like a moron. Oh, I forgot to do this. I'm just a bit of a dummy. That's the reason why the med station didn't give me any hydrogen. It was because I forgot to set the hydrogen tanks to auto instead of fill. All right. So we're gonna turn around this corner. That ship over there in the distance, behind the red part that we see now, is one that I'm gonna grab after this one. This little tower that gave us so much issues before. Here we go. This should be the part that I was talking about. I think we're gonna overshoot a little bit. A little bit. Okay, so I should stop activating my thrusts around 1.5 kilometers before an object. To be fair, I was also a little bit late because I forgot that I deactivated my frontwards facing. Okay. Okay. The ship we have here is a very interesting one. And the reason why is because it's chock full of... Also, why is there a little burning thing over there in the distance? Don't know. So, this one has a whole lot of... yield moduled refineries, which is something that we're gonna attach to in a little bit. Don't know what all these buttons do. We're just gonna press willy-nilly. Okay. We're gonna attach to this beacon here. Oh yeah, of course, I need to attach it with the steel block. That does not look like it was all the components. That looks more like it was all the components. Unable to place it on the beacon. Okay. Many of these components I don't really care about, so let's just do it like this then. Oh, there was the flight seat. What about here? Okay. Let's hook these up to one another. Where was this front part? There's the front part, okay. Mm-hmm. Let's turn it back on. Done. Let's turn off all my thrusters. Be fine. Wait, was button? I just try this button. No. Alright. We'll focus on the hangar doors later. Why they're not working. Okay. For now, let's look at what we have. So there's some thrusters that perhaps still work. Yeah, we have some thrust, but it's not a lot. Here we have one, here we have one. I'm not sure if there's still a hydrogen tank that's there connected to. There's a lot of interesting parts around this ship. There's even some ion thrusters. Here's some more of them. But I don't know if we have hydrogen to even fly. We do have enough energy though. We have some speed modules. The majority of this ship is very, very important to bring back. So, what we'll do in the next episode... Yeah, I know. We're finally getting to the good part and I'm going to stop the episode. It's a bit late right here. So, I'm going to leave this for the next episode. As you can see, this one doesn't have too many parts that are still stuck in the ground. Most of this base we don't care about. So what we're going to do is we're going to install a simple landing gear to at least, you know, keep our ship from crashing. It's probably going to be here. We're going to set a plateau with a landing gear. And then we're going to just cut everything that you see underneath this block. So just every block that will fit underneath here, we're just going to cut. And then the entire ship should already be in free fall. Now there's two things that can happen. A, my Atlas has enough lifting power to carry it up. Or B, my Atlas does not have enough energy to lift it up and we will crash. What will happen, we'll see in the next one. I love that this sliding door is now being controlled by the little thing in the Atlas. Yeah, I don't see any hydrogen tanks anywhere. In the worst case scenario that my Atlas doesn't have enough lifting power, what I'll do is bring this back in separate parts, because the most important parts are that all these refineries with all these yield modules come back to the rest safely. Now I believe they're all empty, which makes them a little bit less heavy, but this is still a pretty big ship chunk, and we'll see if we can carry it all in one go. If not, then we'll just rip it apart and move it one by one. At least until that point, thank you so much for watching. Next episode's gonna be a little bit of a haul episode. This one was more of like a build episode with the miner. So yeah, let's see if we can get this thing to work in the next episode. And until then, I thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.